Hello, in this video series I'll be showing you how to create springs with Solidworks from simple straight to complex and deformed. If you find value here, please like, subscribe, Patreon, buy merch, or buy from affiliate links if you see any. Alright, on to the video. Now if we really want to get advanced, we could put a bend in this spring, and let's see how we can get there from here. Alright, this could be interesting. So I'm going to S for save, which is my shortcut for save. Control S would be the default, but that's so much trickier to press one-handed. I find that I save my work a lot more often if it's just S. And so that's S is my shortcut. But then I'm going to go Alt FA for save as. I'm going to sort by date modified. This one's at the top because I just saved it. Select it, Control key, drag, let it go. Now I have a backup copy. I do that very often. So now if I break my model, I can say oops, and I can open the old copy and either investigate how it worked before I broke it, or rename and revert to that one. Generally investigate. Okay, anyway, so let's see if how can we do this? First of all, these should not be horizontal and vertical. And this, well, let's see what happens. And this will go away. And so now I should be able to tilt that a little bit. Interesting. Let's make these guys all perpendicular. Probably only need 3. And so now these lengths should stay the same as those. And if I draw an arc, let's create a line first, going straight down. And then if I do a tangent arc, Alt A, from that line, see that's tangent now. And then if I put this here at this center point, and then I make another line, and make this perpendicular to this, and then make this tangent to this. Now, oops. So now I should be able to give it an angle from here to here. Right? And I guess we'll just give it a distance. We'll call that 2.5. And so now many things are likely broken, but I still want to put this on this midpoint. And I'm going to need this 22 degrees, so I'm going to copy this D3 at sketch 1 right now, so then I can use this easily in an equation. So when I go to, how's that for broken? Now when I go to, for this circular pattern, the axis should be correct, but this angle should be an equation. But I can't do it in there. I need to do it here. Double click, equals 180 plus that dimension. Oops, it needs to be in quotes. And I need to drink water. So now this should be tilted. There we go. By 22 degrees and down. Does it match our sketch? Not quite. And that is because my arc should be from the basically from the center point of this part of the circle, which should be coincident with this here. So I need to correct that. I messed up my sketch. So let's just trim that. Trim that. Select this midpoint. Like so. Let's just if I extend that, yeah, okay, that's still tangent. And this midpoint, and this point, and that's still tangent. And how did I lose that dimension? Well, anyway, so let's I'm going to create this dimension. No, that shouldn't matter. I'm not sure what happened to oh, I lost that dimension because of that. Let's do this. 2.5. So now that still doesn't quite match up to that. Why not? Okay, I'm going to do this a different way because this, I'm getting the wrong rotation here. So I'm going to change the location of this axis to the center point. So instead of that point, I'm going to change it to this point. So now my axis is over there, and this will be not including the 180 degrees. And interesting. I think I need to go back to what I had originally, which was to here. That didn't take, but let's just extend that and trim it and extend this and coincident. Is that on the midpoint? Nope. Midpoint. Coincident. And this should go to coincident. Call it 2 inches. Oh, now I need to rotate this up here by the 180 degrees. So I'm going to select the front plane and this point, create an axis, enter, escape, move copy bodies, move this guy, rotate around this axis 180 degrees. Now that's where that should be. Okay. And this can move way back. And this can move back to here. Okay. So now, let's move to before here. So we are basically where we want to be. This isn't doing anything right now. I'll just put it there. So our ends are now where I want them to be. And I should be able to, by adjusting, again, this sketch, change the angle, and change the distance. But obviously, I don't have the helix in between yet. Okay, for the helix in between, a little trickier. So this helix, can I do that on a curve? I don't think so. Height and pitch, spiral, no. Cannot. But what I can do is I can create a cylinder, a curved cylinder, so not a cylinder, a partial torus, I guess, an elbow. So I want, alright, so let's back up to before here, because I will pattern this cylinder as well. So, did I make a plane there yet? Nope. So let's show this guy. Wait, what's this plane? No. This plane, no. Okay, so let's show this guy. Select that in the top plane. Control plus creates a plane parallel to there. So now I create a circle, but what I'll do is I will just project this circle, so then I know it will always be correct. And I will extrude a surface downward, and I'll hide it later. This was just for construction geometry. And then I will pattern this pattern that already exists. I will add to it this surface for construction geometry. So now, but I also need to rotate it with this guy. So I rotate both. What? Features cannot be selected. But it's a body. Surface bodies. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That worked. It just didn't like what I was doing there. That's fine. Alright, so let's hide this path again. And so now, from this construction geometry, I can create a lofted surface from this edge to this edge, although again I need to align my green dots, unfortunately. But then I'll make this tangent and this tangent, and so now I have this nice arc, as you can see. And so from there I can somehow create a helix on that surface. And the way I can do that yes. So I have this arc here, and so although that arc is not Yep, that arc won't do it. I need to create a new arc. So create a sketch on the front plane. And I don't think I can, no, it won't let me do that. But I can do this, I can project this, and I can project this. And then I can create an arc from this midpoint to this midpoint. And can I make this perpendicular? No. So I need a construction line that is perpendicular to that. And then I can make this in this tangent and do the same thing here. Make this in this tangent. Actually, that's probably already tangent, but it doesn't hurt. And I will make all of those, except for this guy, construction, and rebuild. And turn my sketches on. So now I have this arc here. And so what I will do is on this plane, yep, I will create a line from that arc endpoint intersecting the plane, right? And this helix, no, this helix, okay, that's fine. Rebuild out of there. I'm done with that sketch. Go roll past this helix. This helix, oh, yeah, what am I talking about? Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I can ignore that helix, actually. The helix is irrelevant, or at least for now. It's vestigial from the straight spring. So I should be able to swept surface this with a twist. So sweep that line down that curve, but options, profile twist, specify twist value, and let's call that twist control in revolutions, and we'll again call that 8. And so now we have this sort of twisted helical shape, and so now I should be able to split line between those two. Between those two. Doesn't quite split the face. How about the other way? How about if I take this guy to split this guy? That worked. So now I should be able to but I'm twisting the wrong way. Other way. There we go. Split line still exists. Okay. And so hopefully I can feature sweep boss base, select that face, select this edge as its path, options don't merge, and hide this guy, hide my sketches, hide this guy, hide this guy, and hide this guy. And so now I actually have a bent spring, and it should also be quite parametric. Bring it down to 3/4 inch diameter. Well, I guess I have to change the number of turns. I actually have to go into here. That's fine though. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong. My mistake. That's not it. Oh, that is it. Okay. Yeah. Just change this, from 8 to 6 or whatever. So I guess I can't make that I can't make that an equation, its own equation. I can use, I probably can't use that in an equation either, but it seems to be irrelevant anyway. I should be able to adjust this angle. I should be able to change this length. So let's say if this was in a pair of pliers to hold it open, or any application like that. So now you can see that I can have excellent control over this. And you know what I actually could do is, if I wanted to align these to something in an assembly, I could actually make these numbers driven, and I could actually just drag these around, rebuild. I could turn that sketch on, drag it around. How about that? How do you like them apples? That is how you do SolidWorks. One more thing. So from here, I could again configure. If I go back into this main sketch, if I wanted to, I can also configure these dimensions, but I need to have them not driven, or driven. There we go, not driven. So now I should be able to, from outside the sketch, if I click that, I should be able to configure this dimension, and let's call it, free state 60, deflected 1, 45, or 50, deflected 2, 35, and well, this will be, oh, I think I made it unhappy. No, I guess not. And then this won't be, actually, you know what, in this case what I would want to do is I would want this to be a constant radius. So this number would still be driven, but this number would be any given, let's say 4 inches. Right? So so now if I, you know what, that should be a larger diameter. This is sort of out of scale a little bit, but that, uh-oh, what did I do? I broke it. Oh, I lost that edge somehow. Let's turn these guys back on. Ah, that so often happens. It just was not. I made it larger than the features, than the arbitrary feature lengths were. So I just need to find that feature. This line just needs to be a little longer. Show that. So this line just needs to go beyond that point. So if I just make it a whole lot longer, it shouldn't be a problem again. See, so now it works. Turn my sketches back off. And so now if I say free state length 60, deflected 1, 50, deflected 2, 35. Pretty cool. And just for the heck of it, for the fun of it, let's do an integrated preview. So I think that does it for our coil spring tutorial. If you find value in these videos, please click like, maybe subscribe, maybe subscribe to my Patreon, or buy some merch, which I don't have yet, or click any affiliate links that may be in the videos, which I don't have yet. But this is only my second tutorial video, and I'm happy with how it came out so far, and we'll see how the editing process goes. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something, and happy modeling. Bye bye.